Most of my art involves figures in surreal landscapes. This can take the form of a magical journey or of an allegorical journey through a landscape, in which the figure itself becomes a mythological component. I see the world that I'm painting from as an extension of the way I see the world. So we conceive the world through mythology. We build up a framework of understanding around things through the mythology that we believe in. Not even that we believe in, but we have an underlying mythology which forms a structural net or tree which holds up our worldview. In mythology and allegory are often pictures or metaphors, which will bring one concept into contrast with another, or embed a concept within another concept, and this is what my paintings are doing as well. They depict a world in which everything is movable, everything has a consciousness, everything thinks for itself, everything is an embodiment. It is an animistic world. It is an anthropomorphic world where our humanist conception goes out and becomes one with various objects such as trees or rocks or animals. You know, it's a world where the mountains wake up again and they move around just like us. It's, in my world, in the universe I'm depicting, it's a co-created universe. It's a collaborative journey that several protagonists go on, where they have the power to make the world their own worlds. They make spherical, they make a round world, they make a flat world, and they in my universe, death is the other side of the coin, and the whole universe is contained within a mind, which is contained within another mind. The universes enclosing each other, and these universes are simply minds that have complex interrelations of thoughts, as everything inside a mind is a concept, and every concept forms a piece of an allegorical puzzle or a mythology. And this mythology is depicted, and as such, being inside a mind and being concepts. Time itself is a concept that can run multi-directional. Thoughts can move throughout time. Everything can be changed. So the structure of the mind itself can be changed, and then within, a single mind within that universe can hold another universe. And there are limits because of the nature of what's possible to conceive. I've set limits in my universe, so to create your own universe in your mind, you must come in contact with the ether which surrounds God. And this is only done 4 times in my universe. And one of the worlds I depict a lot from is Life World, and this is a world where the boundaries between animal, mineral, vegetable, human shift. So instead of the 4 categories we sometimes have, there's 3 categories, and they all verge on one another. So there's a physical material and plant is become more joined. So the structure of this whole world is much more moving and growing. There's a growing earth, where there's multiple layers upon each other, and you can travel down through the layers of the earth, or up, as it may be, and each layer may have its own atmosphere. but you can then journey through to the next layer, and then it feels as if you're standing on the top of a world again. And then it's like the most outer layers, the parts of the mountains and rocks start to bubble up and float away and become more of a spaceship sort of island, meteor, moon worlds which float around the life world. And the same thing is happening with the plant and animal categories becoming a plant animal, and the animal human becoming an animal human. And this life world is a part of the universe where there are many other worlds which have differing capabilities and differing interrelations of concepts. And so someone on life world may find that they feel a lack in their world for something which is solid and not moving. So they will trade with another world to get things like that don't shift. So they have things that they can hold on to. In my paintings, it's often a reflection of somewhere in the stone's universe, and so often there's creation myths. There's figures bubbling out of light, and light itself is a thought again. Like everything has a conceptual consciousness. Everything is a consciousness. Everything is a concept. Everything can relate. There's a mythological allegory to everything else. A sun, a light itself becomes an entity, and from that springs forth other beings. I want to see in my worlds, plants move and dream. I like to paint because every brushstroke is a gesture. Every brushstroke becomes a movement because it can be nothing else. It is action. It is movement. It is animated. That animation is linked to consciousness. Something which is animated it has a point from A to B. It has a particular energy. It has a desire of movement. It is. Every brushstroke is a gesture, which is a movement. It has an energy to it, and this is an energy of desire from point A to point B. It's an energy of moving from one thing to another. It's an erotic eros energy that fills the world. That everything in our so it's the same in painting as the way of an animist worldview where everything is moving, everything is alive and conscious and viewing in a way. It is. Everything has a desire. Everything bubbles. It's a bubbling world. You can create your own mythology. We all create our own mythologies. Anyway, whether you do it consciously or not, it's created. You've got a framework, and it doesn't have to be as fixed as you think it has to be, because the world is in flux. Um, you can have magical powers. You can be whoever you want to be. You can dream up a being that you want to step into. Reality isn't fixed. It's flowing. It's simple as that. Is this still going?